Hello, Sophia. How are you?
Fine, thank you. What about you?
I am also okay. What are you doing?
I am reading an article about the importance of learning English.
Nice. Actually, English is essential in our every walk of life.
Of course, it is an international language. It is used as mother language in many countries. It is also used as an official or semi-official language almost all of the countries in the world.
In every sphere of life, we need English. To be a doctor, an engineer, a professor, a banker, you must learn English.
Of course, in this age of globalization, English plays an important role for communication in the present world. So, learning English is a must.
But it is unfortunate that we are neglecting it. For that we are lagging behind our neighbors.
Oh, it is really disgraceful. This situation must be changed if we want to keep pace with the modern world.
Right you are. Our international relations and trade would be affected much if we do not learn English well.
Exactly. Besides, without efficiency in English, none can expect to receive higher education and getting good job and better salaries.
Yes, it is essential for taking higher studies as all the books on higher education are written in English.
Besides, learning English helps the students to gain more confidence and build up their skill.
It is only English that can help us to enter the storehouse of knowledge.
Absolutely. But it is a matter of shame that most of the university graduates lack proper knowledge on English.
Exactly, and as a result they are being deprived of getting good job and receiving handsome salary.
Right you are. A sound command over English is a prerequisite for good.
Undoubtedly, but there are some people who think that practicing English may harm our mother language.
It's definitely a wrong idea. We must learn English in order to enrich our mother tongue, Urdu.
In fact, the importance of learning this language cannot be described in words. We must study and practice English seriously.
You are absolutely right. Thank you.
Hannah, I'm currently teaching English as a second language, and I love for my students to get confident in producing English or increasing their listening ability. I know that you speak English as a second language, but you do such an amazing job and it's inspiring to me. So I love my students to improve and like it. And so, because you're a perfect example, what are some strategies you have for my students so I could tell them?
Firstly, I worked on listening, and there are so many websites that are designed for English learners, and YouTube or any, so many sites that you can check on. Yeah, like that. I shall probably start with the listening first.
You said, firstly, listening. Why is listening so important?
It's because when you want to communicate, of course, the English is a tool, communication tool, first, you have to understand what the speakers say, so first, I worked on listening. By listening to audio, or the sound, then you can learn vocab and also spelling, and you know the meaning, of course. Eventually, you can move on to the next English skill. That's why I start working on listening first.
What about anything else that you have any other strategies?
Personally, I found that learning vocab, and especially idioms, helped me a lot.
Yeah, idioms are tough.
Yes, because often I found it difficult to understand what the speakers say. I could hear, I could understand what the single words they say. But sometimes it was hard to sort of grasp the meaning what they are actually saying. So learning idioms or vocab helped me a lot, yeah.
When you learn the idioms, you can understand them. Did you ever use them yourself when you, tried it out in the wild, so to speak, using the idioms you learned?
Yes, I did it gradually. I mean, when I was in high school, I started speaking. I started studying English when I was in high school. First thing I did was visiting those websites that, designed for English speakers, English learners. At the same time, I start watching American TV dramas, and in that sense, you can sort of understand in what situation you can use those particular phrases or idioms. By learning the idioms and vocab and the settings or the environment, the situation you can use, then you can sort of actually try to use them. At the beginning I was so nervous, but
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, it's really difficult to use idioms in any language, but English has so many, I think. Another thing I wanted to ask you about production skills in English is writing. I try to give my students opportunities to write it in class, but in order to be a proficient and excellent English speaker, you need to practice outside of class. What do you recommend to improve students' writing abilities besides just taking it for a test or for an assignment? What do you recommend?
yes, they are difficult. I myself have trouble still writing because I'm not a good writer in my native language.
Oh no.
But I guess just reading will help you at the start. Reading something, reading text, or some passages will help you.
So if you know how to read, it can help you, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
To learn sort of the template, how will things goes and how you make paragraph and stuff. Probably if you want to get better at writing, I would start reading first, reading lots of passage, different kinds of materials first.
That's true, and I agree with that. One thing I wanted to have my students do is actually do like a journal, actually.
Yes,
Did you ever keep an English journal to help with your writing?
yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
How do you feel that helped you? Was that good? A good idea?
Yes. Because, first, when you write, Unlike speaking or talking to somebody, it gives you time to really think about what you want to do, what you want to write, and you can focus on grammar more. That helps to actually talk to somebody maybe a day, right, next day. Or you have to write something else in the class. That would help you. So keeping the journal will help you definitely, I think.
Okay. Thank you very much for the tips. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome.
In our video, we've compiled simple and relatable conversations that you might encounter in your daily life. These conversations are not only a great way to improve your English but also to understand how English is spoken in real-life situations. So, whether you're a beginner or looking to brush up on your English skills, you're in the right place. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications of our new videos and also comment.